Hello there ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Denis Montreal Beer Reviews. We're well into the second half of the season, for which I'm really glad. This is going to be the last IPA for the year, and then I'll probably start with a couple, maybe one big beer review. Then I'm going to take a break, come back in January and continue that. So I've primarily reviewed beers from Ontario, IPAs, Canadian IPAs. I've had two from British Columbia, and this is one from Nova Scotia. This is Garrison's Imperial IPA. I was happy to find this in Toronto when they had it for sale, and all around it gets nice reviews in Beer Advocate and Rate Beer, so it should be nice. It's an Imperial IPA, but it's not that strong in terms of ABV. With so many new American examples of style, this is not that much, only 7% ABV. Half-litre bottle, unfiltered, which is always nice. From Halifax, Nova Scotia, let's try the Garrison Imperial IPA. Okay, so I'm back with the pour. It's a very nice looking beer. It's a sort of a cloudy amber body with an orange kind of hue to it. Bit of a reddish glow as well. Some nice tan coloured head. Definitely smells very hoppy, smells nice. Gets some grapefruit, a bit of pine, a bit of orange, and some hints of tropical fruit, which is always nice. I really like that in IPAs. Okay, so it smells good. Cheers, guys. Oh, interesting. I guess I should say that don't let the ABV deceive you. I mean, it might be only 7%, which is sometimes even appropriate for a single IPA, if it's an American IPA we're talking about. But once you taste it, you're going to know that this is something else. This is an Imperial Double IPA. It's a very intense mouthfeel, fairly thick, on the thick side of things, probably medium to full body to it. Very nice resinous quality. Starts out with a nice powerful punch, powerful thrust of hops. You get some that kind of zesty grapefruit pithiness, I guess you could say. A touch of pine, bit of earthiness. As you swallow, you get a bit more malts, some nice sweetness, some caramel note, toffee. It's a little less sessionable than a single IPA would be, but the good thing about it is that it's not boozy, it's not dry. You get a nice amount of bitterness, which is appropriate for the amount of flavour. Okay, I'm going to take a small break, think about it, maybe look up the hop varieties or whatnot. But so far it's a nice label too. So far it's a nice beer, it's a nice Imperial IPA. I haven't had that many Imperial IPAs, so I'm not an expert in that field. But I can definitely see that this is something else. This is not just a mere IPA, this is an Imperial one. Alright, so I'm back with Garrison Imperial IPA. It's quite a peculiar beer, let me tell you this. At first I was really enjoying this, then after a while, as it started to warm up a little bit, I began thinking that the bitterness, the actual feeling, the actual sensation of bittering hops on the tongue and on the palate kind of dwarfed out the complexity of the flavors and the actual aromatic components of the beer. But then I slowed myself down. I said, you know, might as well take small sips rather than trying to gulp the whole thing down. And guess what? The flavors really rewarded me with something extra. Now I'm getting some nice tropical fruit, just like an aroma, while still getting some grapefruit, zestiness, and some caramel. So my advice to you, if you ever try this beer, is to take your time, don't rush it. I mean, it's an Imperial IPA. It might seem like nothing's huge at 7% ABV, but it's still, as I've said, it's a thick mouthfeel. It's a heavier kind of beer, and it might fill you up pretty quickly too. It was $4.25 in Toronto. Now they discontinued the brew, but this one is really worth it, unlike the, I guess, the Oktoberfest, which was not as good. I've checked on the website. The 3 hop varieties they used is Cascade, Amarillo, and Magnum, so it's a nice blend. Doesn't get boozy, nice thing about this beer. It's a little filling, just a little hefty, but it's an interesting Imperial IPA. Okay, so in conclusion, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. It's a very solid example of style. Definitely not the best double IPA I've had, but it's the best Canadian double IPA for sure. And I haven't had that many other examples really. This is a very good solid beer from Garrison. I'm really happy I've finally tried it. So that's that. So this wraps up the unplanned IPA saga I did over the last few months. So now I'm going to pick the top three favorite IPAs out of the ones I've had. So the IPAs I had were the Flying Monkeys Smash Bomb Atomic IPA. Then I had the Red Race IPA from Central City Brewing from BC. Then I had the Muskoka Mad Tom IPA from Muskoka in Ontario. I had the Hophead from G Brewing. And finally, I guess this is the last one, Imperial IPA from Garrison. I'm giving the first place to Muskoka Mad Tom IPA because it's all about consistency, and I gave all of the beers 8 out of 10, except for the Hophead, which I liked the least, I guess. But the Muskoka Mad Tom was just flawless. It was nothing crazy, nothing unique, but it's really, really spot on, and it's probably the kind of the finest quality prop IPA I've had from Ontario. Then I'll give the second place to the Flying Monkeys Smash Bomb Atomic IPA. I have to credit them for their creativity, and it was a really successful experiment. I guess that's that. It was really enjoyable, flavorful, juicy kind of fruity IPA. And I guess I'll give the third place to this beer because I like the Red Racer as well. But this one's a little more kind of easy to drink, even though it's a double IPA, and despite its relatively thick body. Yeah, that was fun reviewing Canadian IPAs. Next year I'll probably venture into more Quebec IPAs because they're quite a number right now in the market, even though they're kind of rare to find sometimes. Okay guys, that was it. Thanks for joining me this time around. I'll see you guys soon with a big beer. Cheers.